The most powerful men in the world do not fall because they are weak. They fall because someone has leverage. Not rumors, not headlines, leverage. And once you understand how leverage works at the highest levels of power, you start to see why certain people rise so quickly, why others pivot unexpectedly, and why some scandals explode while others disappear overnight. Blackmail is one of the oldest tools in politics. Long before digital surveillance, long before intelligence agencies, leverage shaped empires. Kings were compromised by letters. Generals were compromised by affairs. Industrial tycoons were compromised by debts. Information has always been currency. But in the modern era, leverage has evolved. It's no longer just about secrets whispered in private rooms. It's about documented behavior, recorded footage, financial entanglements, encrypted communications, digital trails that never fully disappear. Here's how the blueprint works. Step 1 is access. You cannot control someone you cannot reach. That means proximity to power is everything. Elite conferences, private islands, exclusive charity galas, closed-door summits, high-level fundraisers, the environments where billionaires, politicians, media executives, and tech founders gather away from public scrutiny. These are not random social events. They are ecosystems, and ecosystems create opportunity. Step 2 is normalization. In many high-level circles, excess becomes routine. Luxury, risk, moral lines that blur in private. When behavior becomes normalized within a tight circle, participants lower their guard. They assume discretion is mutual. They assume loyalty is shared. They assume everyone benefits from silence. That assumption is the vulnerability. Step 3 is documentation. In the intelligence world, this is called compromat. Compromising material. It does not need to be criminal to be powerful. It only needs to be damaging. Financial irregularities, personal misconduct, unethical conversations, private statements that contradict public positions. The moment that material is captured, the dynamic changes, because now the relationship is asymmetrical. The person holding the leverage doesn't need to threaten openly. They only need to signal awareness. A subtle reminder, a quiet reference, a file placed on a desk. From that moment forward, decisions may no longer be fully autonomous. This is not speculation, and intelligence agencies across the world have used leverage operations for decades. During the Cold War, both Western and Soviet operatives targeted diplomats, corporate executives, and military officials using staged encounters, surveillance traps, and financial incentives. The goal was not always immediate exposure. It was influence. Influence can be subtle, a vote delayed, a contract approved, a regulatory decision softened, a media narrative adjusted, a merger greenlit, a prosecution avoided. The public rarely sees the pressure. They only see the outcome. In the digital era, leverage is easier to build. Travel logs, encrypted chats, security footage, private flight manifests, erased messages that still linger in backups. If someone wanted to collect compromising material today, the raw data is everywhere. And it doesn't require a government. Private networks can operate the same way. Imagine a financier who cultivates relationships with politicians, academics, billionaires. He offers funding, introductions, exclusive access. Over time, trust builds, boundaries blur, information accumulates. Even without explicit threats, shared secrets create silent obligation. And no one wants to be the first thread to snap. Psychology is the engine of leverage. Reputations built over decades can collapse in days. Careers evaporate, families fracture, markets react instantly. When someone believes exposure is possible, compliance often comes preemptively. From the outside, it looks like evolution. From the inside, it may feel like containment. There's another layer. Leverage doesn't always begin as coercion. Sometimes it begins as mutual vulnerability. Two parties share secrets. Both are exposed. That shared risk binds them. Protection becomes survival. Scale that up. If multiple elites are entangled in overlapping vulnerabilities, the network becomes self-protective. Investigations stall, coverage softens, prosecutors tread carefully. Not necessarily because of a mastermind, but because too many threads connect too many players. That's the blueprint. Access, normalization, documentation, silent obligation. The most effective leverage is invisible. No dramatic threats, just quiet influence over time. And here's the danger. When leverage seeps into high-level decision-making, policy shifts can appear irrational. Sudden reversals, unexpected alliances, soft stances where outrage once lived. Observers debate strategy. They rarely consider pressure. Does every pivot mean blackmail? Of course not. But power attracts exploitation. The real question isn't whether leverage exists. It's how often it shapes outcomes without public awareness. Recent scandals revealed how long certain figures operated without scrutiny. Leaks exposed private conversations contradicting public narratives. Each exposure chipped away at institutional trust. Because once you realize leverage is possible, you start asking different questions. Why did that investigation disappear? Why did that executive avoid indictment? Why did that lawmaker change position overnight? Sometimes it's politics. Sometimes it's money. Sometimes it may be something more personal. The blackmail blueprint thrives where power concentrates and transparency fades. In a world of instant media cycles and fragile reputations, even the suggestion of a hidden file can narrow choices. The public may never see the evidence. They only see the decisions that follow. That's what makes the blueprint unsettling. If influence operates through fear of exposure rather than open debate, democracy risks becoming theater. Policies pass, alliances shift, narratives change. The deeper question isn't whether powerful men can be controlled. It's how many already are, and whether the systems meant to check power are vulnerable to the same tactics. In an age where information is currency, whoever controls the secrets may control the outcome. You be the judge. If you're awake, you already know what to do. Hit the link in our description and sign up to our free underground newsletter.